Alright, gamers, welcome back to the channel. We are on episode 31. Coming off of Be Careful What You Wish For, Part 1 and 2. Byrd defeated the ugly ass demon. So, they let us here. Let's check out parents. How many we got? 25. Alright. And check our email. I got a DM. Alright. Alexa Bliss said, congratulations on vanquishing your demon. Just be careful when it comes to these things. What's past is never gone. Okay. Rose said, hey, if you not doing bad, she said, hey, if you're done being even out, can you please finally call me back? Alright. Now let's see what William Regal wants. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell. We're going to talk to Regal.
Someone's been busy, hasn't she?
I'd like to think I understood the assignment.
That you have. And it's still the tip of the iceberg. Have a fantastic opportunity for you.
I'm listening.
How would you like to try your hand at one of the most unique experiences in WWE? A position where you'll be able to set the agenda, take control of the whole of the WWE universe, and truly make a mark.
And this magical mystery opportunity will let me do all that?
Indeed, in the prestigious role of WWE Raw General Manager.
Isn't that you? What, are you going on vacation or something?
Well, now that you mention it, I may have plans.
Aha!
But this is fertile ground for you too. Stepping into a WWE authority role, applying your talents to the other side of sports entertainment. Sure, booking may be a balancing act sometimes, but you already know that from your work as co-owner of TBD.
Alright, so William wants Byrd to be the GM of Raw while he go on some little trip. Alright, we'll do it.
I'm not convinced that this offer isn't just because you want a vacation. But nonetheless, I'll do it.
Splendid! I can't wait to catch my flight. See you in action.
So when do I start?
Well, I should start heading to the airport. So, how's now?
Seriously?
Don't worry, Raw practically GMs itself. Sure, Bianca needs a challenger for Survivor Series. Bayley and Becky have both been bothering me incessantly about their booking, and the suits in Stamford are especially sensitive to ratings right now. But you'll figure it out.
All that GMs itself? Are you sure that's it?
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Charlotte needs an opponent for tonight. Actually, this is a good way for you to set the tone of how you'll be running Raw. Every match should tell a story, so you just need to decide which story you'd like to tell.
Such as?
Are you going to choose an up-and-comer like Nikita Lyons to challenge the Queen? Maybe someone she has a lot of history with like Rhea Ripley. Or maybe you want to dig into Charlotte's past a bit further. She goes way back with Natalya, including the feud that made Charlotte the first woman to hold all major singles titles in WWE. So, what kind of story do you want to tell? Who will you choose to take on Charlotte?
Alright, so he said Charlotte Flair need a match tonight, and as the GM, I got to pick up an opponent. I will do uppercoming Nikita Lyons, Rhea Ripley. He said they have history. And he said her and Natalya have even more history. That's a toughie. Rhea Ripley, Natalya, or Nikita. Oh, and I'm guessing I'm gonna have to be one of them. And he said who I pick will create a story. So do I want to tell a story of a girl rising to the top? A girl power for power? Or history? Because I know Rhea will give her good matches. Seeing that Charlotte Flair think she the top of the food chain, I'm gonna do the up and comer story that she known for. Okay, we'll do Nikita Lyons.
I think Nikita Lyons would offer an interesting challenge. I have no hard feelings, despite her involvement with the Beacon. And I like the idea of pushing an up-and-comer.
Fantastic choice. Well, good luck to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
Alright, so episode 31 is Heavy is the head of WWE GM. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a part 2 yet, but we'll get that when we get there. So, right now, just episode 33, Heavy is the head of WWE GM. So, let's see how this goes.
She called herself a whole lot of woman, ready to do a whole lot of whooping.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Nikita Lyons.
Built like a tank, but moves like a cat.
If Nikita is a tank, she's certainly an aerodynamic tank.
Here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
A woman who has truly done it all in WWE.
And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
Well, I just checked the weather here, and the forecast calls for greatness. Charlotte Flair is one of the greatest female superstars of all time. In serious conversation to be the GOAT.
Yeah, look at all the record title reigns. Look at all the main events. Look at all the firsts. The history books were made for someone of Charlotte Flair's caliber. Hey, you can't deny the greatness of Charlotte Flair. She always finds a way to handle her business.
And she shows why she's the most ruthless and dominant woman in sports entertainment history.
Always guaranteed to have a vicious plan of attack.
Most are playing checkers, while the Queen is a grand master at chess.
It's a new era on Raw as the captain helms the ship as temporary general manager. So far, it looks promising.
Cap has made one match here, Cole. Let's not give her GM of the Year just yet.
I agree, Corey. This is a good start, but let's see what else Cap has planned.
Counters with an attack on Charlotte.
Big-time clothesline.
Good grief.
This is just brute power.
German! Just pure dominance. Belly stop. Oh.
All right, so Byrd as GM booked this match. This is her first booking. Nikita Lyons versus Charlotte
Right to the
Flair.
spine.
I think that was a good booking. Up and comer versus a legend.
Placed into the corner.
Oh, she got some hands.
Unleashed.
All right, I like this booking, Byrd. I like it.
No motion.
I could have did Real Ripley or Natalia, but I think that's been overdone. Oh, what the?
That ain't right.
Wow.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being. Here we go.
Wow.
A
Nikita.
roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
She's good. This girl good.
Whip back into the ring.
That's what your boy say. She built like a tank but move like a cat.
She had it scouted.
Charlotte show.
Oh, shit.
Lock it in. The Dragon Sleeper. This is excruciating.
Showing the world just how much fight she's got left. Look at this kicking combination.
God
Flair's
damn.
falling behind now.
I like Nikita.
Seizing every opening.
Just on
Damn, girl. I hope she on 2K25.
Oh, hard impact in the corner.
Speaking of, we almost done with
Flair
2K24.
retaliating.
She might
So
be
as soon as
waking
I'm
up.
done with that,
But she
I'll
has
start
to push. Now, while the window's
2K25.
open.
I'm gonna have to start with the showcase
And
mode,
she goes for the
and I might
pin.
record it just
She's
to
quick
open
get
up
her shoulder
everything.
up.
An almost instantaneous kick out
But
there.
this is a good match.
A lot of work left to do.
I had that well scouted.
Situational awareness with a knee to the abdomen.
Oh, drop kick.
And Nikita Lyons looking for support from the crowd.
Got the underhook. Bang! Backbreaker. She's beginning to flag a little.
Kick on the mark.
As the leg trap, fisherman suplex.
Nikita just mocking her now. Kick to the gut. Hooked up. DDT.
Boy, Nikita Lyons just straight up owning Charlotte Flair. First, she got her ass beat by Psycho Sally. Now up and coming like
Kick
Nikita
to the
Lyons.
face for your troubles.
That's crazy.
Whatever you
I
can
think
do,
she
I
moving
can
her
do
touch.
better. Counters on top of counters.
Nikita is amazing. I'm a fan.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
She's really good to play with.
Side slam.
Momentum is pivoted towards Nikita.
The Queen's perseverance being tested here.
Kick on the mark. Nikita Lyons feeling herself, trying to get the crowd invested here. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
We're undoubtedly nearing the end.
Yeah, she's looking drained, Cole. I don't know how much is even left in her.
Charlotte needs to utilize some of that famous Flair stamina to get back in this.
I agree with you.
Watch the hand speed. So impressive.
Bang!
Oh, look at this. Is it enough, guys? Is it enough to get back in this match?
Wow.
So far, so good.
And Charlotte is being controlled here.
Nikita cashing in on her opportunities.
Boom! Thanks for covering.
Classic powerhouse display from Lyons.
Kick. What's Nikita drawing up?
Nikita Lyons, split leg drop.
Lyons with a game ender. She wants it one more time. Queen looking for the victory. 2.
It's over. Nikita Lyons with the victory.
Wow, she owns Charlotte Flair.
Quite a show. Here's another gander.
Here is your winner, Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons securing the W here tonight. If this outcome becomes a pattern for Charlotte, her future's going to look very, very bleak.
I don't think that's going to be the case, Corey.
You don't get paid to think.
All right, that was a good show on behalf of Nikita Lyons. That was good. Okay, Rose said, GM of Raw, did you do a career pivot? And Byrd said, I'm still a long in-ring competitor, but this was an opportunity I couldn't refuse. Don't think Regal would have let me refuse it, actually. But being an authority figure in WWE does seem like a rite of passage. That's very cool. And she said, listen, this job is a real responsibility. You will have superstars slipping into your DMs, catching you backstage, asking for favors. Don't be wooed by the attention and the fun parts of the job and neglect the real work. The Byrd say real work. Isn't being a GM or a promoter just moving names around on the whiteboard? And Rose got the evil face, the mad face. And Byrd said, kitten, I'm taking it seriously. Hey, why don't you come to a taping soon and see it firsthand? And she said, besides, how cool will it be to see me running the show for the first time? And Rose said, will certainly be a departure from our TBD days. All right. Bayley said, yo, Jim McCap, just happened to hear that Bianca needs her next opponent. I have the best suggestion. Spoiler, it's me, Bayley versus Bianca. Oh, wow. Damn. All right. Becky says, I know you have big decisions about who's going to challenge Bianca for the title tonight. I love for the opportunity to face her at Survivor Series. Hit me back so I can prove I'm the right choice. All right, we about to start this shit already. All right. Oh, Lord. Flair said, Nikita got lucky. Nah, baby, you got owned. William Regal said, effective immediately, Lovebird will be temporarily taking over my position of GM of Raw. Bayley got the eyes, and Becky got the thanking face. All right. So we talked to Troy, Shotzi, and Justine. All right, we're gonna go in order. What you want, Troy?
If I could have a minute.
What is it, Troy? I honestly don't have time for your tone tonight. I'm trying to manage a show.
My tone? I would never use a tone with you. I think you're doing a great job. Top notch.
Ha ha, very funny. Oh, you're serious. I guess now that I'm the management, you have to suck up to me.
I'm not sucking up. I think your ideas are genius, boss.
I have faith in them, but that doesn't mean I'm not still nervous in this role. But what can I help you with?
Becky and Bayley. They're being particularly difficult in hounding us to be named Bianca's next challenger at Survivor Series. I'm sure they snuck into your DMs too, but I'm used to superstars pestering us for opportunities. No offense. But this is getting out of hand. How do you want me to handle it?
Why don't we just have Becky and Bayley face each other for the title opportunity? It'll be a great match and solve our problem.
Great suggestion, boss. I'll set it up. Wow, you really know your stuff.
I could get used to this version of you, Troy.
Alright, so that went well. She's thinking like a real GM. I'm liking it. And I'm trying to stay neutral at the same time. Alright, let's talk to Shotzi.
I'm not here to fight.
Good. I don't want to fight either.
Then maybe we can work together on my idea?
And what's that?
Survivor Series. I know for a fact that not only has Raw not announced a main event, but Regal had nothing in the plans yet. So, let's take the bull by the horns and do something truly spectacular. War Games!
I can't just book a War Games match, Shotzi.
Why not? Are you GM in name only?
No, I mean, I love War Games as much as the next person. But it's not a match to be taken lightly. You need a reason. Something that merits putting two teams who want each other's throats inside a double ring cage to battle it out with abandon. Who'd even be the captains?
I captained my team in NXT, and I was excellent.
Ah, so this is the classic, my pitch is that I should be in a main event pitch, right? There are rules to booking.
Excuse me, but when did Little Miss TBD Rebel, who puts people through tables, become a lawful, good rule follower? Don't you ever just want to smash things for the hell of it anymore?
Actually, you may have a point. I do miss that.
So let's screw the so-called rules and do this. Put yourself in it against me, and we can absolutely destroy each other in that cage. We pick teams, go all out, and millions of people tune in to watch the joyful carnage. The two of us are perfect for War Games. You're the captain, and I already drive a tank to the ring, for crying out loud.
You know what, Shotzi? It might not be a terrible idea. Let me think on it.
That's all I'm asking for.
Alright, so Shotzi threw war game idea at me versus her. She lead her team, I lead my team. That's interesting. I might let that go. Sound good. Alright, let's see what Justine wants.
I wanted to stop by and congratulate you on your new role. So
It's only temporary while Regal does whatever he's doing on vacation. But thanks.
And giving Nikita Lyons the chance against Charlotte, and she pulled off a win? That was a great matchup. I love that you have a commitment to newer talent as GM. I actually feel the same way about pushing the next generation. Always have. And as your liaison to NXT, I wanted to offer you an opportunity.
What's that?
An opportunity to showcase more of our top talent on Raw in a next-gen battle royal. Nikita probably has a leg up from her match with Charlotte, but it'll be great for all talent involved to get the spotlight and some reps in.
So Justine want me to do a showcase for NXT people on Raw. A battle royal. Alright, let's do it.
I love that idea. I'll set it up for our next episode.
Alright, we're gonna book the match. Alright, tonight on Raw, the next generation of Battle Royal. Mark for Life say, wow, Bird's wasted no time pushing new talent. though I secretly think that after last week she's rooting for Nikita. You damn right. I like her. She good. I hope I get to be her. Let me guess. It's probably gonna be Carly Prime, Nikita Lyons, and Bayley, Psycho Sally. Watch. I got a feeling.
A tough lady and a real lioness.
The following contest is a 5-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Nikita Lyons.
Nikita is unapologetic both in and out of the ring.
She's all about taking what she wants, and who's going to stop her?
Is here.
Oh, hell
And her
yeah!
opponents, first, representing Chase University from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Thea Hale.
One of the most impressive and maybe a bit overzealous students to come out of Chase University.
But Thea Hale is dead set on proving that she is a grown woman who can get things done on her own. Thea Hale is ready to step up to any challenge.
Hale's set to change the minds of all the doubters and naysayers tonight.
The whimsical Wendy Chu.
When Wendy Chu gets pushed, oh, she'll bring it. And I don't mean the pillow.
And from Chinatown, New York, Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu, always dressed for comfort, but more than ready for a fight.
And you definitely don't want to get run over by the Wendy Choo-Choo train.
Yes, I do. A real train.
Plans on waking up everyone to her potential.
I disagree. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance she sleepwalks through this one. Fallon Henley is ready to speak her mind and start some fights.
And from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley.
You have to be careful around Fallon Henley. She'll knock your teeth out and keep them as a souvenir.
You can feel Fallon's focus. She has an incredible intensity and is a one-woman ambush.
I've had the pleasure of calling a lot of Fallon Henley's matches, and I can tell you, she's a straight-up problem for any opponent. Enemies of Blair, beware.
Yeah, she says she's cold, collected, and coming to dominate WWE.
And from Wellington, New Zealand,
This woman is the textbook definition of ruthless. You gotta love Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport calls herself the Scourge, and she is ready to deliver punishment.
Look, Blair Davenport is as brash and as mean as they come.
Will do anything to get the upper hand and ensure victory.
All right, y'all, let's get this battle royal going. As you know, I ain't good at it, but I'm gonna try.
Some of the biggest superstars of NXT are all here on Raw in one match. Our GM has outdone herself.
Who among these competitors will be future champions? This is like peeking into a Christmas present early.
I would never peek ahead of my Christmas presents.
Well, of course you wouldn't, Saxton. Now let's see who comes out on top of this NXT showcase.
Fallon Henley has been eliminated. Wendy Chu has been eliminated.
What a neck breaker.
All right, so how I just said I'm not good at it. Me as Nikita Lyons eliminated every woman in this match by myself. And now it's just up to me and Thea Hale.
Placing them right where they
Amazing.
want them, into the corner.
I didn't know I could do that.
It's just teeing away in the corner.
So I am good at Battle Royal. I think it's the Royal Rumble I have trouble.
No doubt. Thea's having trouble
Man,
here.
this girl defeated all these women by herself. Amazing.
Effective arm drag.
My first one was Davenport. Then, who was it? Wendy Chu. No, it was the Fallon. Then Wendy Chu.
On the opportunity.
All right, let me stop talking to folks.
Finally, Thea's able to interrupt these attacks for a moment.
Yeah, Thea's survival instincts are taking over. Inverted DDT.
Lyon, it's over. Nikita Lyons with the victory.
And I won. Fast 12.
Another look. Here we go.
That was such... Nikita is on a rise. This is her second win.
That may be
Byrd
one
got
of
to
the
see
most
her.
important wins I've seen in recent memory.
I agree, Corey.
Good.
A huge victory tonight.
She worked hard for this win, and
That
now
girl
she
killed
gets to
the whole
enjoy the
thing.
payoff.
Absolutely. You
Wow.
love to see someone's determination come to fruition like this.
All right, that was cool. All right, what's next for Nikita? All right, let's check our parents. Oh, social media. All right, Saucy said, just thinking about how Survivor Series is coming up and Byrd hasn't announced any kind of epic, super popular, and exciting match type for it yet. If only someone had a great idea. All right, Saucy, I heard you. Justine said, thank you, Byrd. The future of WWE is strong. NXT. All right. That was good on Nikita part. All right, Troy, what you want, dude?
Come to congratulate me on a successful show? I was just out back talking to Justine about the successful Battle Royal.
So you didn't see the #1 contender match with Becky and Bayley?
No, that match practically booked itself. Why? Who won? Who are we putting against Bianca at Survivor Series?
We have a problem. Damage Control ran in during the match, and at first it looked like maybe a straightforward DQ victory for Becky, but then she got irked and went after them. And technically the bell rang at some point, but with all the fighting that broke out outside the ring, nobody really won. And we still need a challenger for Bianca. If I may make a meager suggestion, Survivor Series is right around the corner. You may just have to step up as GM and make a decision.
No, we still have one Raw left before Survivor Series. Let's do a rematch. Becky versus Bayley to determine Bianca's challenger.
Do you really think the match will go any differently this time around?
I do. Because as much as it pains me to admit it, you're right about one thing. I need to step up as GM. So I'll be serving as special guest referee.
All right, so Becky Lynch versus Bayley. Byrd is going to be the special guest referee. OG Rose said, all due respect, what was that Becky Bayley match? I mean, it was entertaining and controversial. It's good. But Survivor Series is really soon. That's not a complete sentence, Rose. Anyway, shit, I couldn't finish. Worrying about her grandma. Alright, can I go back up and read that? Alright, so long story short, I'm guessing they want to know who I think is going to win. Popularity on paper, I say Becky gonna win. But in my heart, I would want Bayley to win. But as a GM, I gotta think like them. So I'm gonna say Becky. Rose said, well, there you have it. And Byrd said, when are you coming to Raw? By the way, my invitation stands. And Rose said, to see you in the stripes next week, I'll be there. All right, now we can start it over. All right, with all due respect, really soon. Byrd said, oh wait, let's start from the top. So Rose said, all due respect, what was the Becky Bayley match? Yeah, it was controversial, good, but survival soon. And Byrd said, I know, I'm already holding a rematch. I'm taking care of it. I'm even stepping in as special guest referee. And Rose said, listen, I could tell from the episode of Raw what match you really put your attention into. Why everybody keep thinking I'm biased to Nikita Line, which I am, but you shouldn't say that. Fantasy booking without a solid build is fun, but you took your eye off the champion. You know, the person who puts butts in seats. All right, yeah, I know Nikita don't put butts in a seat yet. Yep, Bird said, I know. Rose said, I'm going to share or promote a secret. It's easier to do your job when you know who's ahead of you, as in who's challenging Bianca at Survivor Series. Bird said, how do you do that? And Rose said, stop being all coy and innocent. You know how. You said you're going to be the ref. Put your finger on the scale of it. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will have a better match against Bianca at the PLE? I already said as a GM it's going to be Becky. But in my heart, I want Bayley. Because Becky do put more seats on buses than Bayley. Alright, let's continue. WWE said after last week's match ended in chaos. Yeah, because damage control interrupted, I heard. So after last week's match ended in chaos, Becky and Bayley will face each other again on the next Raw. This time with the GM herself, Byrd, as the special guest referee. Alright, let's do it.
A leader in or out of the ring. The captain.
The following contest is a special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, Byrd.
Cap looks like she is itching to throw hands tonight.
Then she's come to the right place. Her opponent wants nothing more than to take that big indie reputation and drag it through the mud. It's time for indie cred to be put to the test. The man has arrived.
And the WWE Universe is on their feet.
And the participants. First, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
She is as tough as they come.
Yeah, these days the outfits may be a little fancier, but the passion in Lynch remains the same.
Perhaps the most popular competitor in women's division history. Is she ready for a competitor like Bayley, who's always in control?
She looks like it right now, but we won't know for sure until the bell rings.
Well, I think it's safe to say there is nothing but trouble on the way.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Bayley carries herself with such confidence.
Yeah, more like arrogance, always yelling about how great she is.
Yeah, and it's usually me that she's yelling at.
Oh, Cole, she's simply speaking her truth. Bayley knows how good she is and acts appropriately.
Well, one thing is you have to answer Becky's amazing in-ring IQ and willingness to do anything to win.
Well, if she can find the right strategy, it'll change her career.
Our general manager, the captain, promises that we'll have a #1 contender by the end of this match. Will it be Becky Lynch or Bayley? Here's the cover.
Oh, they say use a fast count
Raising the arm before
Becky.
one.
I don't want to do that.
Referee counting the pin right down the line.
Oh,
She
Bayley.
didn't show any favorites with that count.
They say use a fast count when Becky
Disgusting
can. I don't want to do
There
that.
was no respect shown there.
It seems like that slap might have had a
Well,
little
all
extra
right,
hostility
I'll do
behind
this
it.
thing.
Forearm's gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied.
She's in it.
She has got to somehow find a way out right now, and she does
All right.
it. There's the crucifix, nicely done.
Two. No. Kicks out.
All right, it was a 2, everybody.
True colors with that count.
Our appointed official is clearly not prepared for the rigors of properly counting to 3.
Double underhook. The armbar.
Oh, I think she's gonna do.
She fights her way out of the armbar.
And Bayley never saw that coming. Double underhook.
Sit out into the armbar. You can see the agony on. She fights her way out of the armbar.
Big kick right to the gut. Intercepted by the man.
Becky Lynch.
It's in! Disarm her! I can't believe she's hanging on this long.
She's got a tap.
No escape.
Arm is trapped, but she gets away.
She's going for it. This could be. What was that? That's not a legit count. You can't get to 3 that fast. These women put on quite a show.
I hated to do that.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
And the man stands victorious here tonight. You have to give credit to Bayley for giving it her all, but Becky Lynch was just too much.
Oh, props to Becky Lynch. When the man comes around to collect, someone's catching a beating. And that was too much for Bayley to endure.
All right, gamers, we're going to be wrapping it up on this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. And we definitely going to pick up on the next one. All right. Bayley said, what was that? Byrd, that was red. Unfair, hashtag unfair, hashtag cheating, hashtag GM is a dum-dum. Carmella said, you may actually have a parent. Wait, who the fuck asked you anything, Michael? Austin Creed wins, said, not cool, dude. And why you have a picture of Xavier Woods that was Creed said? Triple H say, I try not to get involved at this level, but I have to agree. Fix this, Byrd. All right, y'all. So on the next episode, we'll be trying to fix it, and we'll talk to Geneva Rose. All right, like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you on the next one.